video and put that video on silent and just talk over. So here's a guy showing some strikes, and this is a guy named George who, I think he's in Texas, showing a type of soft throw. Of course that's not real resistance from my opponent, but this is an application demo of the throws that are possible in Tai Chi. If you train it under pressure, it can work. But if you're just doing push hands tricks and having the student hop back and doing all that nonsense, it's not going to work. So that was actually part of a video he was showing the applications of the move. This is the Tai Chi 2-man choreographed 88 Sanshou form. These are guys in Hangzhou, China. This can teach some sensitivity, some attack defense, some sticking, some sensitivity, but it's not a means to an end. This is an application video, some possibilities of how some of the postures in Tai Chi can be worked. I think this is Master Fu. That was a master. His name was Master Fu Wing Fei or something like that. This is Master Liang Shouyu and Sam Massage from one of their Tai Chi 24 videos, but they show the applications. That's actually, it might be Baji, but that lady does do Tai Chi. So apparently she did do a Tai Chi sword demo, but that's actually Baji, so that's not Tai Chi. And I think someone mentioned that in the video. You see some China. This one's actually Tai Chi. This guy just demoing, some possibilities of some strikes. So I'm glad this guy's not doing just, these woo-woo push hand nonsense. If I want to call out names, I will. We know Adam Misner's the king of bullshit in Tai Chi. He gets called out all the time, and he still continues to make those videos. Who knows why he has to keep doing that when he knows he'll get his ass kicked. Here's push hands. And then from push hands you can do these type of applications. Okay. I'm not sure what application that is. High pat horse possibly. Oh, single whip. Okay, here's that lady doing that two-person Tai Chi sword routine. Sometimes this is called the Wudang sword form. Using the sticking with the sword, same principle. Stick it here, neutralize, follow. That's her young student. This was in Hangzhou back in I want to say 1992. It looks like 1992. So that was a while ago. I'm sure she may have passed away. Here's George Hu. He was a student of Wang Yan, who studied with Zhang Qilin. He's demonstrating some applications. Some possibilities of what the form can do. That's an elbow technique. That's a shoulder technique. Of course, the guy's going to come right back, so you want to eliminate the threat. You want to follow up with a lot more stuff than that. Here's a throw. Carry tiger back to mountain. Like a double leg. That's a china. That's a better type of technique. It's a nice technique there. I believe that was peepaw or roll back. I like how this guy has possibilities. If someone grabs your neck, try to throw it like that. This looks good. This is aggressive type of push hands. The guy has a nice little sweep there. Dealing with pressure, neutralize. Some of the Tai Chi people, especially the Qing Manqing people, are usually like, oh, they're using force, they're not being 100% soft. They're using aggression. That's because most of those people don't understand fighting. When it comes to the Chin Man Ching style, there's probably only like a handful that really understand fighting, like William C.C. Chen, Mario Napoli, A.V. Schneier, Mike Pecor, people who've actually done a lot of push hand stuff. I tend to stay away from all the woo-woo, extra soft people. When you go to the park and you push them and they're like, oh, you use force. Those type of people will never get it. There's a nice little pick up there. How to deal with 2 punches. Yeah, come in with the knee. Knee him in the balls. Some of these Tai Chi people need to be kicked in the balls. And I really think Xu Xiaodong did a service by beating up some Tai Chi people. And some of these Tai Chi people that went into the ring, some of these old guys, and got knocked out, they deserved it because they were doing fantasy training. They weren't doing real training. They weren't taking the art seriously and they got their ass kicked. That's why we're not going to see some of these people go into the ring. We saw Adam Misner's student get ground and pounded in the cage. Some people who competed against some of Adam's guys in the push hands in Australia said they didn't have anything because they've been improperly training. Here's a throw. The possibility of throws in Tai Chi. That's like a brush knee move. That's like a step back repulse monkey throw. Strike tiger. Look at that. Punch him right in the forehead. Punch him in the nose. Don't do a push hands trick in a real fight. That's just idiotic. It's crazy. Some of these Tai Chi tricksters, they like to do their parlor tricks. When people call them out, they're like, oh, I'm just here for cultivation. I'm not here for Tai Chi as a martial art. Yet they have videos of like them punching people and their student pretending to be knocked out. What a shame. Those people are killing Tai Chi. And I hope karma comes to get them. Application of fair maiden play shuttles. See, a little bit more realistic, using more speed, more aggression. Still a demo, but trying to be a little bit more realistic how Tai Chi can be used. That's it. Tai Chi as an anti-grappling, using apparent close-up. Tai Chi as a double leg for carry tiger back to mountain. Alright, hope you enjoyed.